And he's going down to like verse 12. But if it is preached that Christ has been raised from the dead, how can some of you say there is no resurrection of the dead? If there is no resurrection of the dead, then not even Christ is raised. And if Christ is not been raised, our preaching is useless, and your faith, and so is your faith. More than that, we are found false witnesses of God, for we testify that God raised Christ from the dead. But if he did not raise him, if in fact the dead are not raised. And here he's like, listen, if Jesus wasn't raised from the dead, then you're useless in your faith in him. It doesn't make sense to believe in Christ if he is not raised from the dead. If he's not the first fruits, if he's not the one that's paving the way, if we are not going to be resurrected from the dead, then it's useless to believe in Christ. And he'll go deeper into this as he goes along. Your faith is just, it's vain. It's empty. Our preaching is a waste of time. He'll go on to say, man, if Christ isn't raised from the dead, if we're not raised from the dead, let's just eat and drink and be merry, for tomorrow we're going to die. If there is no resurrection from the dead, then we are of all men to be pitied and just looked at with great sorrow, because this world isn't enough if this is all we get. And so here he is. He's like, man, if Christ isn't raised from the dead, then what good is your message? Because the message is all about the resurrection from the dead.